Hello, everyone. Welcome to this episode of the American Academy of Research and Academics podcast. We've talked about picking your research topic, writing and submitting your manuscript, and getting through the wild ride of peer review. Now comes the fun part, presenting your publication at conferences. This is where you share your hard work, where your findings meet the real world, and where you connect with others who care about the same questions. I know what you're thinking: public speaking? Standing in front of a room full of people? Nerve-wracking, right? Trust me, I've been there. But don't worry, I'm going to walk you through every single step to make sure you not only survive your conference presentation but thrive. We'll cover why conferences matter and what you gain from presenting, how to prepare a solid, engaging presentation, the do's and don'ts of presenting, everything from body language to handling tough questions. So, take a deep breath. Let's dive in, and I promise you'll walk away feeling like you've got this. Before we get into the how, let's talk about the why. Why do conferences even matter? Why go through all this trouble? Presenting at conferences isn't just about ticking a box on your CV, it's about showcasing your work, learning from others, and getting yourself noticed. Here are a few big reasons why you should absolutely jump on that opportunity to present your research of visibility and recognition. Conferences put you and your work on the map. Whether it's a poster presentation or an oral talk, you're in front of experts, mentors, and fellow researchers. Your findings could catch someone's eye and open doors for collaboration, mentorship, or future projects, feedback, and growth. You get real-time feedback on your work. Maybe someone in the audience has tackled a similar problem, or maybe they have insights you didn't consider. That's gold for a researcher. Building your network. Let's be real, networking is everything in research. Conferences are prime spots to meet like-minded peers, potential mentors, and even recruiters. A handshake or a thoughtful conversation can lead to unexpected opportunities, confidence, and communication skills. Presenting forces you to sharpen your public speaking skills, something every researcher needs. Over time, you'll gain confidence in discussing your work clearly and passionately. Your work contributes to the field. By presenting, you're contributing to the pool of knowledge, inspiring others, and potentially helping to solve bigger problems. So, conferences are not just about you, they're about pushing the field forward. Alright, now that we're pumped about why this matters, let's talk about how to nail that presentation. 1. Preparing your presentation. The key to delivering a great presentation lies in preparation. Let's break this down into clear steps. Once your manuscript is ready, it's time to submit. Most journals have an online portal where you upload your paper, figures, and supporting documents. Step 1. Know your audience. First things first, understand who you're presenting to. Is it a group of specialists, students, or a mixed audience? For specialists, you can dive deep into data and methods. For a general audience, simplify concepts, avoid jargon, and focus on big-picture findings. Then comes peer review and expert evaluation of your paper. Don't be disheartened by criticism or requests for revisions. It's all part of the process to make your work. You'll want to tailor your presentation to meet the knowledge level and expectations of the audience. Now, let's structure your presentation. A good research presentation typically has these sections: include your name, the title of your research, affiliations, and date. Start with the big picture. What problem are you addressing, and why is it important? This is your hook. Make it compelling. Clearly state the aim or hypothesis of your research. Briefly explain how you conducted your research. Keep it simple but clear. Present the key findings. Use graphs, tables, and visuals to support your data, because visuals are more powerful than numbers alone. Highlight the significance of your findings. Did they answer your research question? What are the implications? Briefly touch on what's next. Are there questions left unanswered? Where does this research lead? Thank your mentors, institutions, or funding agencies. End with a slide inviting questions. This clear structure ensures you stay on track and your audience follows along effortlessly. Step 3. Design effective visuals. Your slides can make or break your presentation, so let's get them right. Keep it clean and simple, avoid clutter. Use bullet points, not paragraphs. Visuals are your friends. Graphs, charts, and images convey complex data in a digestible way. Remember, show, don't just tell. Limit text, stick to key points you're there to explain, not read from slides. Font and color, use easy-to-read fonts like Arial or Calibri. Stick to a simple color scheme, dark text on a light background works best. Less is more here, folks. Your audience should focus on you, not on trying to decode busy slides. Step 4. Rehearse, rehearse, rehearse. The magic happens in practice. Once your slides are ready, practice out loud in front of a mirror, friends, or mentors. Time yourself. Most conferences give you 8 to 10 minutes. Stick to your time limit and leave room for Q&A. Record yourself. Trust me, watching yourself present can help you spot areas for improvement. Pay attention to transitions. Make sure your ideas flow logically from one slide to the next. Remember, confidence comes from knowing your material inside out. Alright, your slides are ready, and you've practiced like a pro. Now let's talk about what happens when you're on stage. Your opening matters. Start with a confident greeting and introduce yourself. Then, hook the audience with a compelling question, statistic, or statement. For example, did you know that 30% of heart failure cases in young adults go undiagnosed? Today, I'll share research that addresses this very issue. A strong start grabs attention immediately. Here are a few golden rules for speaking. Slow down. Nerves can make us speak too quickly. Pause, breathe, and articulate clearly. Use simple language. Even experts appreciate clarity over complexity. Make eye contact. Look at the audience, not just your slides or the floor. Don't memorize. Instead, understand your points. Speak naturally and conversationally. Remember, confidence is about connection. You're not just presenting, you're sharing a story. Make your presentation interactive. Ask rhetorical questions, use humor if appropriate, or point to visuals on your slides. For example, take a look at this graph. What trend do you notice here? Engagement keeps the audience tuned in. Feeling nervous? It's normal. Here's how to manage it. Take deep breaths before stepping on stage. Focus on one idea at a time, don't rush. Remember, the audience is on your side. They want to hear what you have to say. If you lose your train of thought, pause, smile, and pick up where you left off. Confidence grows with practice, so trust yourself. And now let's tackle the do's and don'ts, because what you do on stage is just as important as what you say. The dose: practice, practice, practice. Rehearse your presentation multiple times. Practice alone, in front of friends, or record yourself. You'll spot areas to improve. Speak clearly and slowly. Nerves can make you rush. Take a breath. Speak at a steady pace, and pause to emphasize key points. Maintain eye contact. Look at your audience, not at the screen or your notes the whole time. Engage the audience. Ask rhetorical questions or pose challenges. Keep them thinking with you. Time yourself. Conferences run on tight schedules. Always stick to the allotted time. Prepare for question and answer. Anticipate questions people might ask about your work, and be ready to respond calmly. The don'ts. Don't read your slides. Your slides are a guide, not a script. Talk to your audience, don't just read. Avoid jargon overload. Too much technical jargon loses people. Simplify without dumbing it down. Don't rush or ramble. Keep your pace steady, and don't go off on tangents. Avoid negative body language. Don't cross your arms, slouch, or turn your back to the audience. Stand tall, and use open gestures. How to handle questions. Handling the question and answer can be the scariest part, but also the most rewarding. Here's how to approach it like a pro. Listen fully. Don't interrupt. Listen to the entire question carefully. Repeat for clarity. If needed, repeat the question for the audience to hear and to buy yourself a moment to think. Stay calm and confident. If you don't know the answer, it's okay to say, "That's a great point. I'll have to explore that further." Be brief and clear. Avoid long-winded answers. Stick to the question and address it directly. Alright, folks. We've covered everything you need to shine at your next conference presentation. why it matters, how to prepare, and how to present with confidence. Remember, this is your time to share your hard work with the world. Own it. Be clear, be passionate, and don't be afraid to put yourself out there. You've got this. I'll see you in the next episode. Have a good day.